everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I am so excited this evening. If you are excited and ready to go, please go ahead and let me know that you are here by commenting in the chat. Let me know that you are here by commenting in the chat. Don't mind me. Hey, Anita. Thank you for joining me. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. All right. I'm so glad you are here. I'm excited. Can you tell? Because I keep repeating myself. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I am so glad to have you here on this evening because we are really going to talk about some goal setting. If you have not accepted the invitation, given StreamYard the permission to share your information, feel free to go ahead and do that, because otherwise I will see hi live from Facebook user. And Facebook user who is coming, who's out to dinner. I'm excited that you are even sharing a piece of your dinner time with me this evening. I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much for joining us on the live. You could turn us down a little bit, mute us a little bit, and jump in when you can. I would greatly appreciate it. But if you haven't given StreamYard access, please go right ahead and do that so that I know who's actually here. Like, I was able to see Anita's room, but Anita in the room, but everybody else is saying Facebook user. Hi, Heather. Thank you for joining me. I am again so excited that you guys are here joining me live. Now, we are going to be talking about some goal setting, and we're going to be tying that into how it affects your business and how you can do plan goals that are going to take you to the next level. So if you are here, thank you live. Let me know that you're here live. Say hello. Put your name in there if you don't have StreamYard already giving, if you haven't already given StreamYard access, so that I know who you are. During this presentation, I will be looking at my notes. So don't mind if I look over to the left or to the right, because I have notes everywhere. But anywho, I don't want to prolong too much of the time here. I wanted to make sure that everybody was able to jump in. And hey, whoever comes in a little late, that's fine. You get in where you fit in. All right. So we're going to go ahead to the slides right now. 5 fun goal-setting activities for creative mompreneurs. And I say that we are all creative mompreneurs, number one, because we are moms. We have to come up with some creative strategies, some creative answers for these questions these kids come up with, and, creative strategies on how to get things done when we have 50 other things that we need to get done. So, yes, Heather, it did work. I see your name now. Great job. All right. So yes, as mompreneurs, we have our hands full. And so it takes creativity to do the things that we do every day, all day, right? So with that having been said, I want to go ahead and move our presentation right along. So you're here live. Thank you for showing up live. If you can share with me where you're checking in from, that would also be nice, because we want to get to see where everybody's coming from. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm hailing from Jersey City, New Jersey. I see Anita is in Philly. Woo woo, right there. And that was an hour and 20-minute ride for me on a good night. So I'm really familiar with the Philly area. So thank you for joining me from Philly. And we're going to introduce myself and let you know who I am. Maryland, not far from DC. Hi, Heather from Maryland. And I went to school in Baltimore, so I know a little bit about Maryland too. Look at y'all. This is, like they say, 6 degrees of separation, because we are really like in the same sphere, not even knowing that we were at one time. So just so that you know, hi. If you have children or little ones around you, the minions, and they say hi. So I was just saying hello. I am Rashida Green. I am a Christian wife of 14 years, a mom of 2 girls, and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. and a business coach to mom entrepreneurs. Outside of ministry, because I do work in my church, when I'm not eating and breathing business, I enjoy movie going, dining out. Yes, I love to eat, hanging with family, 90s music. Love it, love it, love it. And I feel like there's nothing else better since. I love getting pampered at my local spa when I get me some gift cards. That's where I go to the local spa and gets me a couple of treatments. And I like risking it all on a roller coaster. Yes, I used to travel back in the day all the way. One time I went from New Jersey all the way to Sandusky, Ohio, because at that time they had the tallest roller coaster in in the United States. So that's where I went to ride the tallest roller coaster in the United States. And then when I'm not scaring myself half to death, I am laughing until it hurts. I love a good comedy show. For my 40th birthday party, I actually had a comedy show and had 4 guests come. And my sister's actually a comedian, so she was my headliner and host. So I love to laugh. So if you know of a good lap slapping comedy, let me know, and I would be so interested in checking it out. All right, so these are my whys. Me and my children and my husband, we were walking. The picture on the far left is me and my kids and my husband walking to the movie theater. We were going to see Sing 2. And so I was excited about that. And out of the box, yes, yes, definitely. So and just seeing him holding their hands and walking in front of me was just, one of those precious reflections that you just, kind of makes you warm and fuzzy. Like those are my babies, the big one too. Right. And then we finally got some snow, um, some decent snow, because we get snow. It just, so little and so thin a layer that the sun melts it as soon as it comes out. So we had some decent snow just last week, and the girls got a chance to go snowing because my oldest was born in New Jersey, so she knows about snow. I mean, higher than her snow, like 3 feet snow, so she knows about that. And then my youngest, she was born in here in Charlotte, so she doesn't really know about snow. So when she got out there, she was very excited. And then I have a picture, since we're talking about goal setting, about with me and my girls actually doing our finishing our goals and our vision board. We actually did our vision board on a cardboard. So you're getting snow now. We're supposed to get it in the northeast. Northeast, we're supposed to get some snow. So we're expecting it here as well, but it hasn't touched us yet. Thank goodness. Um, so I've been an entrepreneur for 14 plus years, and I've been an entrepreneur um, for almost 15 years. This year makes 15. I had a network marketing business for 10 years, and I've been a property manager for about 14 years and a licensed referral agent. If you don't know what that is, I was actually licensed as a real estate agent. And after my time ended for that, you're supposed to get continued education. I decided not to do the continuing education since I wasn't selling any homes or, doing any real estate agent transactions. I decided to be a referral agent, which means I would refer someone to another realtor and would actually get a commission for that transaction. So I am a licensed referral agent at this point, and I've been such for about 7 years. And I've been retailing items online for about 5 years. So I know a thing or two about starting a business, and I am excited about now going into coaching. So that's what I wanted to say, that my passion is really helping women and moms in particular to build the lives of their dreams through entrepreneurship. And a lot of times when we're looking at entrepreneurship, there are challenges that come up for all types of business owners. So it's not just moms, it's just not just women, but men also. And we have all kinds of challenges. But one of the things that seems to be prevalent is how far we can see ahead. And that's where the conversation regarding goal setting comes into play. So Again, welcome to 5 fun goal setting activities for creative mompreneurs, hosted by me, your business coach, Rashida Green, and the host of the Mompreneur HQ community. This event was open to anyone who wanted to come and join. However, they had to be in the Facebook group Mompreneur HQ, because this is where I pour into my people. This is my family, my community that we've developed here in this group, and I wanted to make sure that I was pouring into you. I know that I give every single week some good gems on my weekly live on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. But recently, I have been having a blast giving out these basic business tips, they're like little shorts, so to speak, in the group on how to start your business. So, the basic business tips. If you are in the group, you should already have access to those videos. They're only going to be here for 30 days. So, make sure that you go check it out. All right. So, today we'll be covering 3 keys to setting great goals that are smart so you know exactly what it takes to reach them, how to identify your real desired outcome and the pain you'd feel not achieving it, and how your goals align with your life and values to avoid wasting time on goals other people think you should have. Goal setting is something that many creative entrepreneurs talk about but never achieve. That is, they set goals and promptly go off on tangents, which has the result of keeping us stuck. It's like being on an exercise bike. You pedal furiously, but where do you go? Nowhere. You're in the same spot. Others have trouble identifying goals in the first place and never even seem to start moving towards their ultimate purpose. Whether you're having trouble identifying your goal or reaching it, you're most likely here because you feel stalled or stuck. I'm going to introduce you to 5 goal setting activities with the potential to help you move forward again with confidence without even focusing on goal setting itself. One of the reasons people run into trouble with goal setting and staying the course is because goals are highly personal. You should never feel like you have to fit into the goals that somebody else defines as successful, especially within your own niche. Copy someone else and you lose your USP. That's your unique selling point or your unique selling proposition. You diffuse what's special about you and then wonder why moving forward becomes less joyous. Sometimes we feel such peer pressure that we're even afraid to admit what our real goal is, and for fear of disapproval. What's really sad is when we're afraid to admit our goals to ourselves. And I say that because we all have goals, but sometimes we put them to the back burner because other people don't are not confident in our goals. Other people doubt us, and other people say, "Well, that's not really a tangible goal for you." How would they know? Right? This is your goal, but you don't put it to the forefront for fear of others. Plus, all too often, goal setting feels like work. For creative entrepreneurs like us, deadlines and to-do lists equals drudgery. It makes it uh, it makes it hard to even set the goals, nevertheless achieve them. Goals some become something that we want to avoid. So, moving forward on a consistent basis is absolutely necessary if we want to reach our most loftiest goals, and that's what they should be. They should be big goals, goals that scare us. Because if they don't scare us, that means they're not strong enough. They're not big enough. They're not wide enough. You have to have something that's going to drive you and push you to want to excel. If it doesn't give you a challenge, more than likely you're not going to do it. You're not going to feel the motivation to or excitement about getting it done. An Olympic athlete may be doing what he loves when he is training for a grueling triathlon, but keep in mind, he does not like the feeling of almost drowning, as his coach says, "Get back in there, 20 more laps," right? He's not enjoying that. An Olympic triathlete talks about pain caves and is no stranger to hypothermia, hair raising crashes with other cyclists, muscle cramps, and feeling that their lungs are going to are just raw, and the genuine possibility, the real possibility of death. The serious triathlete, though, drinks 2 glasses of water to every 1 glass of wine, if they drink wine at all. And then they drink several glasses more of water versus, or nibble on celery sticks before sitting down for the family holiday feast. It's just a fact. He expects to beg, borrow, or pay for temporary training space in a nearby facility, no matter where he is or how off duty, because I know we like to be off duty. I know I take my weekends, I'm like, I'm off duty, I'm not working. And even when he's on vacation. One triathlete described training as 30% boredom, 60% absolute misery, and 5% euphoria. Not one triathlete ever reached his or her goal by creative techniques alone. No one ever sat there and meditated a win. However, an ever-growing number of Olympic hopefuls do use creative visualization, meditation, and other mindset techniques, along with all of the hard work and mechanics of training, and that's worth paying attention to. You want to set specific milestones. So I'm sorry. So, which type of creative entrepreneur are you? Are you all disciplined, pushing your way doggedly toward the goal and hating every minute with the dedication of an Olympic triathlete? Or do you endlessly read books and take courses about the law of attraction while listening to ambient music and never get around to working on your goals? Disciplined or distracted? I see Facebook user distracted, Anita distracted. Yeah, it's it's so hard, especially for creative entrepreneurs and myself being a multi-passionate, right? So, what you need to do is set specific small milestones on your way to your next big goal, but balance your business habits and routines with creative goal setting techniques that move you forward. Balance the doing with the thinking, balance the action with the faith. Okay. If reaching your goals has become a soul crushing chore, change things up a bit. Time to ease up on the tunnel vision. If you're goal focused all the time, that can actually tire you out and get in the way. Could discipline distraction be a thing? Well, listen, we multi-passionates would probably make it a thing because we think that, we can do both at the same time. But that might be some soul searching you might have to do on that one, because I think that they need to be separated. You need to have discipline so that you get what you need to get done, and try hard not to be distracted. But it's so hard. But I know my girl Heather Bryce will say both. Of course you would, because we're both multi-passionates who believe that we can just do them all. Yes, depends on the minute of the day. Absolutely. And if you want to share, yes, you can invite people to the group to be able to watch this. However, they would have to be a member of the group. So you can send the link out and then they would have to be a member of the group. But since I'm doing this live, I won't be able to approve them right away. So I'm sorry. I would love to have had more people join us tonight, but I won't be able to approve anyone at this hour. So do join. Do make sure that for future, we're going to invite your friends for future. All right. Hi, Tony Bread. All right. So now we have said if you're too all over the place creatively and never make progress, then this live stream is for you. So let me introduce you to 5 creative tools which can make reaching your goals inspiring again. Number 1, Vision boards. All right. How fun is that? I knew y'all was going to get excited about vision boards. If you've tried vision boards before, go ahead and type in the comments vision board or yes, 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 yes. If not, go ahead and type newbie. If you've done a vision board before, type yes. If not, type newbie in the comments. Ah. Here we go. Once, Anita. Yes, Heather. All right. Facebook user. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Good. So vision boards. We like vision boards. And vision boards are actually, you can do different things with vision boards. So with a vision board, you can do, be, and achieve anything. Can I show y'all my vision board real quick? I did mine on cardboard. Okay, that is my 2022 vision board that I did with my babies this year. So you can be as creative as you like with your colorful photos of exotic vacations, fancy cars, the dream house, whatever it is that you would like to put on your vision board because it's your vision. You can rework your vision board as often as you want and keep it on display as a constant reminder of the life and the business that you're working towards. Um, the same goes for content. Your vision board can contain photos of real objects, events, places, or even people, and or abstract graphics with colors that inspire you. You can add quotes, affirmations for kids, affirmations, your kids' drawings, napkins from an amazing restaurant that you visited, while even bits of bling. If that's your thing, you can put bling on. I think I had some purple bling on mine. Whatever is meaningful to you, you can put on your board. Depending on whether you like to work digitally or not, you can create the type of board that works for your own favorite way of collecting memories and dreams. All right, so let's take a look at 4 different approaches to vision board creating. So as you can see, the first one is a physical board. Now, the physical board can be a low-tech option that involves hanging or installing a cork board in your home, office, or where you can see it at all times, or like I did and use cardboard, and you can cut things out and paste it on there. With a cork board, you can use your push pins so that you can actually move things around and change them as often as you would like. So that's the good thing about the push pins or the cork board, because if your goals change and your visions change, or if you want to add something, you can do that. Now I can do that on my cardboard one, but my items are currently glued down, so I would just have to glue something on top of it. You can print out photos and images and cut them out, add them to your vision board whenever you come across a new image that inspires you. The second option would be a 3D shadow box. Now, those look like almost like a drawer that you can put in a dresser or something like that, because it's a short box. It can look like a paper tray even, but it also looks like a picture frame, except it comes out. That gives it the 3D shadow look. And so with the 3D box, if you think sculpturally, so the mementos and tokens you can hold in your hand a great deal more than flat images. So you use an inexpensive shadow box, and this is an attractive and practical way to display objects such as pieces of beach glass, seashells that you picked up while you was on vacation, dried flowers, that have sentimental significance, a photo of some place that you want to be, a picture of even a dream house, even one of those candies you got at the dream restaurant during your memorable getaway. So, sometimes they'll have an Andy's candy or a peppermint. You can even put that in your 3D shadow box, because this type of vision board is not just visual, it's actually sensory, right? You have 3D tangible objects that are powerful when used in a vision board. And unlike photographs, they are not just representations of what you wish and what you dream, but they're actually real. They're physical. They're tangible. They engage not just your eyes, but also your senses. You can pick up the piece of sea glass and know that you once picked it up from the coastline of Myrtle Beach, for instance. You can smell that salt air again and feel the warmth of the sun and the freshness of the wind that day when you pick up that item. Memories like these make it so much easier to visualize your future, and where you return for good is up to you. The next one is a digital photo frame. Now, these are popular. I have not seen them so much as vision boards, but they're very popular because the images in the digital photo frame change frequently. You can combine technology and the physical by using a digital photo frame. Anybody else lose sound? Anybody else? Or can you hear me? If you can hear me, put in the comments. I can hear you. All right. I'm going to keep talking until I see different. Okay. All right. So, store your inspirational photos in the frame and have a rotating display 24/7 of the things that you plan to achieve, create, and add to your life. Okay, we can hear. All right, great. If you need to go back in and come back, go out and come back in, Facebook user. All right, great. Glad you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? No, let me stop. All right. So the advantage of rotating images rather than static images is that there's an immediacy that prevents you from zoning out, right? Sometimes you can look at your vision board and just look through it because you've seen it so many times. You got used to it and you no longer paid any attention. But with a digital rotating images, it helps you to keep fresh on those things that you said that you wanted to have as your goals. You can glance up and find yourself looking at your dream house in 1 minute, and then the next minute you'll be looking at the office furniture that you're dreaming about having in your new office building when you reach that goal that you had set. The next one is a Pinterest board. If you're is anyone familiar with Pinterest? Pinterest. So there's a reason why Pinterest boards are so popular as vision boards, because you can add to them so easily right from within Pinterest. In fact, Pinterest will suggest boards. Okay, great to know, Anita. Yes. Pinterest will actually suggest boards and images for you based on what you've already selected or saved in your board. They've recently added a whole lot of features to make using the platform even more accessible and more relevant to take advantage of it and upgrade to a business account if you haven't already done so. Now, Pinterest itself offers several resources to help you create vision boards. And so if you go onto Pinterest, you'll see that they have business focused boards, spiritually inspired boards, nature inspired boards, lifestyle boards, design boards, and how to create a vision board. So you can check out Pinterest on your free time and just get some ideas about how to design your very own vision board that's going to motivate you to do to want to reach your goals. All right. The type of vision board you would create is limited only by your imagination. So if your vision board hasn't worked out before, I hope that the options we've looked at today will spark some ideas and inspiration for you, so that you don't feel like you're limited to just the one style of vision board that you were taught or were used to before, but that you have options on how to set up your visions and your goals for 2022. Now, of the 4 types of vision boards, tell me in the comments which you would like to try. Are we talking about the physical board, the 3D box, a digital photo frame, a Pinterest board? If you were going with the vision boards, which type do you think you would be most interested in planning your 2022 with? Do we have anybody who would like the physical board, who like that 3D shadow box idea, maybe the digital photo frame? Digital. Okay, I see Heather says she would learn to go with the physical. All right, Facebook user says physical. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you and um what makes you get excited. Because if you're like, I don't want to do digital, it's too much digital. I want to get out of digital. I want something I can touch and feel. Then go with that. Go with your gut. Don't pigeonhole yourself into something because you think that's what you're supposed to do. Anita says physical board because I have magazines I need to get rid of. Yes, those magazines, they prove to be great for inspiration, and you can cut out the words and the images and put them together to make your board. All right. Now we're looking at the next activity, which is journaling. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs make regular use of journaling as a goal setting activity. Again, you could try different formats of journaling. It can be digital, and we're talking about Microsoft Word. It can be apps and so forth. But no matter what type of journal you create, it works best when you do it regularly and in longhand form. So that's where that physical notebook comes from. You can actually do a notebook, and it's supposed to be physical, but your notebook or a journal. Countless experts mourn the dying out of cursive, right? In this modern age, we can barely get kids to write because they're typing everything and texting everything. And then, to say script and cursive, no. The physical act of linking your thoughts to making meaningful symbols on a page, it reinforces the message on both physical and psychological level. So writing and reading at the same time increases your chances of actually doing what it is that you're writing and remembering and feeling what it is that you're writing, because it affects you on multiple levels. It builds fine motor control, and the fact that your brain has to coordinate important thoughts with action makes it easier or to retain what you write about. Copy and pasting from a screen requires no engagement and no effort. You just grab, lift, drop, and you're done. So, sometimes that's not the digital version, is not always, if you're a visual person, not always the most tangible for some people. But if you're a tactile learner, if you're a creative person with a strong intuitive and artistic side, you probably know this already. You're the one who delights in the feel of a well-designed pen, loves the smell of ink, and the texture of good paper. I see you, Facebook user, physical, but made by the Pinterest board. Yeah, that's an option. That's an option. So you might want to add a physical notebook that speaks to the nature of your dream and you're ready to journal. If your goals are business and success focused, the best option for you might be a luxurious leather bound journal handmade in Florence. Now, I'm no snob, but I just feel like a good journal with a nice leather binding, nice leather cover is beautiful. But to each his own. That's not something that you have to do. And some people, they get a journal every year, or just after they finish completing their journal, they get another one and another one. So just like the image on the screen, you can end up with multiple stacks of journals. So do you really want to pay a whole lot for a leather bound journal, or do you just want to get nice, pretty journals that you can continue to use? So if you're all about spirituality and finding your heart's core message and visuals inspire you more than anything else, then a beautiful journal enhanced by graphics and colors and images will probably be your choice. Amazon has a fantastic selection of journals with almost every sort of imagery or color palette that you can imagine. So you may come across dozens, thousands of journals, but you know if you just so happen to be searching and so forth, you may want to stop by Digimompreneur Publishing. It's DIGI Mompreneur Publishing, to check out the creative and fun journals that we have. One day when you have some free time, or just a fun afternoon off from work, check out the Digimompreneur Publishing journals. And just in case I forgot to mention, that's my journal publishing company. So that I'm a multi-passionate. I have like multiple businesses. And one of them is that I am now publishing journals and planners on Amazon. So if you're into journals, go check us out at Digimompreneur Publishing. When you check out the authors, you can just pull up all the ones that I already have out there if you're interested in physicals. All right. And, don't limit yourself to Amazon. Amazon is like a conglomerate where you can just buy up anything. There are still local stores that actually will allow you. There are local stores, stationery stores, where you can buy journals right there. And that way you can touch and feel it and see it is something that you relate to or resonates with you. And then you can just find good treasures in the actual local store. All right. And if you're a busy entrepreneur on the go with only moments snatched here and there to think of a dream and plan, even a small notebook tucked in the pocket of your purse can prove that most valuable journal type of all. Just a notebook that you can slide in your purse. If you're strictly digital, use apps to help you journal. But do try longhand journaling, engage your senses, and see how fulfilling it can be. All right. Number 3, meditation. Now, if you're convinced that meditation isn't for you, that in itself can be a strong sign that you need to slow down and smell the roses. It's easier to dream when your mind is it's easier to dream when your mind isn't filled with clutter. And the best way to clear your mind daily debris is through meditation. Now, don't try to force yourself to actually visualize your goals during your meditation sessions. Instead, I want you to use that time to clear your thoughts so that you can make room for your big dreams. Meditation goes way beyond pleasant self-indulgence. Medical studies have actually proved it has profound, life-changing benefits in both physical and psychological health. And that's not even touching the increases in brain clarity, sharpness, and alertness. I'm going to share with you a link. I should have had all of these ready for you. I don't. So Anita, I see that you said put the link in there. I don't have that for you at this moment. And so I will put that once we close out. I'll definitely put that in the event information. And then I'm also going to share with you a link to an article by Dr. M.O.M. Sapala. She's a PhD, and it's entitled 20 Scientific Reasons to Start Meditating Today. It was published in Psychology Today back in 2018. And it's an important article because for each single benefit that Dr. Sapala lists, she provides a link to a primary medical scientific study. And this is not someone's personal opinion, although she is quite qualified as a PhD to say it. She also provides actual backup with pure proven scientific facts. And some of the health benefits that of meditation are better sleep, decreasing depression and anxiety, reducing pain, boost your immune system, reduce inflammation at a cellular level, not to mention the emotional effects and the psychological effects of meditation. And there's much more. Each one of these are backed by actual studies. And so go check out the article when you have a chance. I'll put the link in the event once we get off. And each one, you don't have to espouse any specific religion to meditate. In fact, you don't need to be religious at all, though many people say it's a significant enhancement to their faith. It's just a way of stilling your body and your mind and letting God speak to you. or what some would say, letting the creative energy of the universe get you back in harmony with yourself and with life. Meditation also has one other important benefit. It helps human beings to breathe better. And you'll also find multiple scientific studies to support what I just said here, like this really remarkable study at the Wiley Online Library proving that deep breathing actually decreases post-traumatic stress disorder. And that's one of the most difficult to treat conditions. So if nothing else, if you don't want to haul off to yoga and meditation classes, you want with your mat, wearing your Tamala Man collection athleisure line or the latest athletic wear from Kate Hudson's Fabletics, then get into the habit of stopping for a few minutes, at least 3 or 5 times a day, and breathing correctly for a few counts. They have something that's called box breathing, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, you release it for 4 seconds, and then you hold it again for 4 seconds. That's called box breathing. It's an easy exercise that you can try 3 to 5 times a day just to get in the habit of mindfulness and breathing properly. There is you can check out the Good Trade for the 10 best meditation and breathing apps to reduce anxiety, because if you're too busy, is the main reason for not getting into more formalized meditation classes, then this is just a great way to reset your mind and your body. Just grab an app. There's plenty of free ones on the phone in your Google Play or your Apple store to be able to get that. So tell me in the comments if you currently practice meditation. How do you feel afterwards? If you're currently practicing meditation, this is something that you do. For me, getting up in the morning, I meditate. And it's kind of like it relaxes you, even though you just woke up. For me, even though I just woke up, I feel a calmness in being able to meditate first thing in the morning, and just get the download for what my day is going to be. So meditation has a lot of benefits, and hopefully you're able to take on that. Calm. Thank you, Anita. Yes, it's very calming. Number 4 is mind mapping. Okay. So mind mapping. There's much to be said for a few hours spent brain dumping, and a mind map is perfect tool for that. And the idea is simple. Just dump whatever is on your mind onto the paper and then organize it into related concepts and projects. The beauty of mind mapping is that it is not limited to one specific learning style. You can find mind mapping tools for left brain thinkers, right brain thinkers, text learners, multitaskers, monotaskers, and the like. So what we're going to do is take a look at a couple of versions, not a couple of versions, but a couple of mind mapping tools. Some of them, a few of them are iMindMap, which is perfect for teens. One is Spider Scribe, which is has a drawing mode, so it's highly shareable if you want to share. Plus, it allows you to add geographical locations, maps, and events. Another one is Simple Mind, and Simple Mind is the ideal Google mobile app for textual thinkers. If you like connecting ideas verbally with a minimum of visual information, then you can't beat that this tool. The next one is Poplet. And this is on the opposite end of the scale, because Poplet is the most highly visual mind mapping app, but is equally simple to use. If you're someone who is affected positively by colors or likes color coding, then this will be most likely the app for you. The last one is MindNode. This is the perfect app for those who need help with their brainstorming, because it's specifically for Mac or iOS, and it offers smart layout, meaning it automatically arranges your elements on the screen if you add or subtract more map points. So you just have to drag and drop the drag and drop captures from other apps into your map, add images, links, and more. There are loads of mind mapping tools nowadays. Other examples that I didn't put were Xmind, Coggle, Text to Mind Map, FreeMind, and the list goes on. So let's do a quick live mind mapping session together. All right, I'm going to get my piece of paper out. We really don't need it. I just want to possibly get a little visualization going. So, speaking of visualization, I have one here, right here for you. So, if we were to name a problem, so the problem was time management, right? So, time management, I'm putting that in the center as my problem. What are some solutions that you would come up with, potential solutions that you would come up with for trying to manage your time? This is how mind mapping works. You have a problem, and all you do is just throw out ideas of how you can potentially solve that problem. So, does anybody have any possible solutions for time management issues? So, I would say one would be maybe time blocking. So, using your calendar, make sure that you time block um, so that you stay on task. Um, some back in the day, we used to set our clocks 5 minutes ahead, right? Um, so that we can get to where we need to go on time. Anyone, if you have any suggestions, put it in the comments field and I'll read them out. If you have any suggestions on solutions to the problem of not being able to manage your time effectively. So I said time blocking. I said setting your clock 5 minutes ahead. Anyone else have any recommendations or potential solutions? I'm checking the comment field. All right. So let's say time management. We want to make sure we have a schedule. Are we using some type of scheduler during the course of the day? And if we are we make sure that we space out our time in our day? So this is something what it would look like, just a little brief example of how you would map out a problem that you have using mind mapping. The next one is number 5, attending a goal setting workshop. Sometimes what we really need is community, other people who are going to hold us accountable, people that are going to give us feedback, people that are going to share and be open with us, dialogue with us on what it is that we're trying to set up as a goal and how we look to achieve that goal. So working on goal setting with others also brings out ideas that we may not have thought about ourselves. Sometimes all you need to do is speak something to another peer to realize it's going to work or it's not going to work, right? So it can also spark ideas of how it should work and more. Having other sets of eyes and ears are priceless when it comes to receiving real-time feedback from people who likely know or are your own target audience. They often have ideas to share, things you might not have thought of. Plus, you'll make valuable peer connections for future collaborations. There have been many a workshop attendee who has ended up with a powerful joint venture and partnering. You get to know each other and how each other thinks and works, and the amount of research on paper is there's no amount of research on paper that's going to give you those invaluable insights. So if you can find a local one, by all means, give it a shot. Actually, being in a room with people, I mean, we're in the COVID time, so it can be a little rough. Daily routines. Yes, thank you for chiming in. And yes, you are here today. Thank you so much, Anita. And actually being in a room with people, fellow entrepreneurs from your own community gives you the start of a support network that's hard to beat. But failing to join that, join or even create your own goal setting workshop online. If you use a platform such as Zoom, you can create intimate workshops where you can all see each other's screens and communicate with one another. And finally, there's one important reason to consider when attending a goal setting workshop: that they're fun, right? They're stimulating, they're encouraging, they're inspiring. And you walk away so much richer from the experience and inspiration when you than from when you started. All right. So all of the goal setting techniques that we've discussed today are equally great, but the biggest takeaway to consider is that no tool is created equal when it comes to how you work. It has to fit in with your personality and how you work. On top of your visions and inspiration, you need to commit and invest in time and invest the time. So no matter how small amount of time that you have to invest in goal setting and achieving your goals, that's what you just need to give in order to get where you want to go. And it's best to invest a small amount of time anyway, faithfully every day, than try to attack your goals in a hit or miss spurts of time with long periods of distractions in between. Scheduling time for brainstorming, time for mindset work, time for meditation, creative time. That's the best way to solve the disconnect between dreaming and achieving. Action and vision have to work hand in hand. Action and vision have to work hand in hand. And I hope at least one of the tools that we've discussed today will help you to be able to put it all together. I'll go through your comments and questions in just a moment. But first, let me tell you about a new opportunity that I have for those who are ready to attend a goal setting workshop right now. It's it is a 4-week join the Goal Crusher boot camp. It's a 4-week live training to take you from I wish to a goal setting plan that will excite you. It comes complete with a workbook that includes the checklist that you're going to need. And this live training will walk you in detail through setting goals that are going to excite you. And it's going to be a very hands-on training, not just someone talking to you. I'm not going to be blah, 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 blah. So be prepared to roll up your pants and jump in the water. But don't worry, you'll have lots of help and guidance, even though you're going to be the one making all of the choices. All right. So just to give you a taste, here's what we're going to learn in lesson 1. Create your goal setting plan, right? The learning objectives will be to create a rock solid foundation for your goals, how to make the right choices when it comes to goal setting tools, syncing your tools together to create a powerful system, zeroing in on what you still want in your life and what has to go. So we're going to be making some tough choices. How to tell if your goal is the right one or if you're shortchanging yourself. Increasing your creativity by doing less and letting go. Planning like you mean it and how you know you'll stick to the plan. Lesson 2 is grow your business and your income. Learning objective is going to be setting specific growth goals and how to do it right. How to deal with change when you do or don't know what's coming. Setting bigger annual income goals. Woo! By increasing the value of your offers. If you know where you're going, what we're going to do is work on how to get there by increasing your value of your offers so that you can sell. You may be able to sell less and still make more, work less and still make more. So we'll be talking about that in lesson 2. And we're going to adding these easier than you think methods that are not only effective and lucrative, but currently hot. Planning the one kick new offer that's going to put you the furthest ahead. Easy ways to add income as you implement these new things, and how to set these goals easily in a way that virtually ensures that you're really going to reach them. Lesson 3 is live your best life. Come on now, 2022. Walking the walk between business and dream goals. How to lose the I have to do it all mindset and find true balance. What set and forget really means and how to do it right. Practicing for success. Practicing for success. Don't get stuck in, it's not going to happen. Maybe it won't happen. No, practice for success. Creating a routine that will help you transform your life. What's your secret block? And why can't you get past it? 3 ways to invite luxury in without feeling guilty, even when you're on a budget, and turning big dreams into reality. What does this really take? Lesson 4 is make the world a better place. Because for me, my goal last year was to help 100 women start their business. I didn't make my goal last year. And so, but that for me was my not a charitable contribution, but that was my heart speaking, something that I really just was passionate about doing. And so, of course, it's back on the table for 2022. We're going to help some people start businesses who have not started businesses, or we're going to help grow businesses for people who have gotten stagnant in their businesses. But really, it's starting a business is mostly not about selfish reasons. It's generally about other people, who I can help by making money, who I can build up by who I can support with this business model. And so that's how it's been for me. And so the single most important secret that only wealthy people know, we'll talk about in this lesson 4. Why selfishness and wealth don't go hand in hand. Creating the freedom to look outward instead of within. And I think we talk about abundance at some points in time as well. So that if you are talking about abundance, you have to be able to give in order to get. Because if you're always in get, you see that? That's a fist. You can't get anything if your hands are closed. So we want to talk about making a positive change in the world and why you're the one to do it. Dreaming big about helping others, what you need to lose the fear. It's not always about money. It's six satisfying ways to help and affecting the lives of others. How do you want to be remembered? A goal without a plan is just a wish. That's the quote. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So let's not just wish, let's plan. And if you are ready to learn how to get past old roadblocks and eliminate them once and for all, if you're ready to narrow down your goals and plan a life you can believe in, if you are ready to learn how to transform your routines and habits without guilt, stress, or pain, then join the Goal Crusher Bootcamp. Again, it's a 4-week live training to take you from wish to goal setting plan from wish to a goal setting plan that will excite you. It is regularly $197. It's a boot camp, y'all. It's 4 weeks. It is normally $197, but you're getting 4 weeks of live training. You're getting a workbook and checklist. You're getting group coaching by moi and whoever else joins us. And you also will get community feedback because we will be interacting with one another and sharing our goals and empowering each other and lifting each other up during this process. It is 4 weeks, but currently, if you join the boot camp for this by February 1st, it is going to be $47 for you. That is insane. $47. It is regularly priced at $197. But if you join before February 1st, you can get in for $47. That is amazing value considering you have an actual business coach helping you out to get your goals set. Because honestly, once you get your goals straight, once you are dead set on what it is that you want to achieve, then nothing else seems to be out of reach. And starting your business in 2022 will become more real. So if you have any questions, I will take them now. If you are interested in joining our Goal Crusher Bootcamp, go ahead and messenger me. I will provide you with the payment details. At that point, it is $47 and 4 weeks. And right now, the idea is that they're going to be held weekly on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday morning at 10. So that is the idea right now, which is why I am waiting to determine based on the group members who decide to participate on which option is better, Saturday at 10 a.m. or Sunday at 3 p.m. So, but those are the details that I have right now. If you're interested in more, feel free to ask a question right now. You can ask a question about vision boards, whatever the information that we shared today, feel free to ask now. Q&A. If you have any questions, if you are on here live with us and you are interested in the boot camp, you can go ahead and put in there, I'm interested. and then we'll communicate, check up back with you for that. And if there are no questions, I would like to thank each and every one of you for showing up on today. It has truly been my pleasure to be here with you all. And I'm excited about 2022. I'm excited about getting these goals in. I see you, Heather. Thank you for being interested, and we will connect on that so that we can get this boot camp going. Yes, ma'am. I got you. I got you. And you are so welcome, Anita. Thank you for spending this 1 hour with me on a Friday night. Because I know back in the day, I can't even say, because this COVID just got us on lockdown for so long at this point. You know, back in the day, Friday night used to be the night you go out. But I'm so busy trying to stay away from folks. And, you know, and tonight ain't the night, right? But thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. Again, if you are interested in a goal setting boot camp where you will line up, where you would be able to get a chance to get all kinds of training on lesson 1, creating your goal setting plan, growing your business and your income, living your best life, and making the world a better place. Feel free to hit me up in Messenger. We'll talk about the link and how you can make payment on your $47 4-week boot camp, which is unheard of considering you're going to have a business coach working with you in a live environment with a group for just $47 until February 1st. All right, everyone. I missed those days. Right. I don't know. This new normal, Heather, this new normal is where we at. So if there are no other questions, again, I thank you. I'm so glad that you joined me for this hour. And until next time, take care.